Okay, today today's eating was much improved from yesterday. I had this at 2:27 and then meal 2 I had at 8:53 according to the camera roll when I took both photos. These foods got demolished and I'm not burping so much. I gave myself some time not to drink any water and then I'm no longer burping so much, so that's nice. So as you can see here, got some eggs, a whole load of chicken, some hot chicken chunks, which aren't really that spicy, quote unquote hot, and then some tandoori fillets, which I've tried out for the first time, which cost like $2.29. Mental. But yeah, this was, it was immediately satiating. Immediately. As soon as I was taking my first bite, yeah, it was tasting absolutely amazing. It was so nice. And not only that, but these macros I had for that specific meal, which you'll see later, it was like 25 carbs, 35 fats, and then 45. No. Yeah. 25 carbs, 35 or 30 fats, and then 45 protein. And the way how it made my stomach feel, I just felt full and agile. It was amazing. Loved it. And I now know for future reference that I'd like to eat that way for every meal, ideally, in terms of macros. Now, I had about 1,700 calories to eat today. I don't want to be eating that low because it's not serving a specific purpose. I'm not going through the grind phase that Akash talks about in the Transform Your Body, Transform Your Life book. I wouldn't say that I'm going through that phase. I'm going through the CTP phase, cleaning the palate. I'm in the process of creating structure, strategies and systems put in place in order to be able to get in shape and stay in shape. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life, but I'm nowhere near my peak at all. Nowhere near my peak. And in order to get there, I've got to do these things. So I'm working on structure, strategies and systems. So structure is like how I go about my day ideally. Systems is how am I going to go about what I want to do throughout the day, as in terms of long-term aims. And then strategy is how you go about things on days where things have come up, for example, like an outing with friends. I'm going through the book, and I've been making notes and further understanding what I have to do in order to completely go through this clean the palate phase, to then be able to get in the best shape of my life, for life, like how Akash says. After 8 months, going on 9 months since the start of the body transformation journey, August last year, things are really now starting to pick up some steam. My life is better than ever. Even though I haven't gone out as much, I've been going out less, and that's meant that, in my opinion, my life has been better than ever because I'm no longer avoiding doing what it takes to improve my life, at least as much. I'd used to escape through going out a lot and exploring. but no more. Even though I do still like that a lot, I do like exploring and going to new areas a lot, I haven't been doing that as much as I used to. But because that's the case, I've now put myself in a position where I've made myself self-employed. I am showing more consistency than I ever have done. I am transforming my life for good. And people will know what it takes to really take it to the next level and outwork everyone that's out there. To outwork everyone that's out there, consistency is key. That's what I'm doing with many videos a day, and my life has never been better. Ice Cold LCB said a way I could improve the content is by not making multiple videos a day, but that will not be happening. I'm going to carry on putting these amount of videos out on a daily basis, because that's what's got me to the point where my life has never been better. In terms of people's advice, I'm personally just taking things that I really believe that will allow me or the channel to grow in some way. I'm taking what I believe to be constructive advice, and if I don't think the advice is valuable, or I think it's destructive / not helpful, then I won't be taking that advice. So that's what I've gone and done with Ice Cold LCB's advice. I've taken the short titles advice, but I'm not going to post less as he's advised me to do. I will not be doing that. Vicstar from the Sidemen was out here posting like 5 videos a day. He's now got 10k videos, and he's now put himself in a position that he's worldwide because of his consistency. I will do the same. He's made like 10,000 videos in the space of like 10 years, and that's on his channels alone. In 10 years, he's probably made maybe like 15 to 20,000 videos, if we're including not only his videos on all of the channels he's made, but also the Sidemen channels. He's probably made maybe like 15 to 20,000 videos. And now look where he's at. Around about 10 to 12 years later, since he started at 15 years old. I'm going to put myself on the map that same way. And hence, I'm not going to reduce the work rate. I'm outworking many people in similar spaces in the self-improvement place. But for me, I wouldn't say that I'm a part of the self-improvement industry. If you want to call it an industry, I'm more of self-improvement, where I show you the real deal of what it takes to be able to transform your life on a daily basis through showing you how I'm transforming my life. And then you can go from there, and you'll understand that every day is the answer. If there's anything that you want to work on in your life, every day is the answer. And I'd also say use YouTube or something similar, social media platform, and/or doesn't have to be one or the other, to be able to produce content out there publicly that will be a form of accountability for you to be able to get to where you want to get to, wherever that may be for you. That's what I've done, and now look, the thing's now creating more steam. Instead of 1 view every now and then, it's more like 2 views now. Very recently, this past couple of days. And it's just going to compound more and more, build. Just like how I'm building on all of these. Just like how all of the efforts that I'm making are compounding slowly but surely. Because I'm putting in what it takes every single day. And that means high work rate, high standards. But Anyway, let's go back to this meal. Although it may not look like there are eggs here, there are. It's just, it just doesn't seem like there are many of them. There were three. I had three small eggs, really. I didn't expect them to be so small as they were, but they were. And hence, I think that was probably a part of why the macronutrient ratio was so... It was like that. You'll see it, you'll see it. I mean, the macros for that specific eggs meal, yeah, it was amazing. It felt amazing. I had a lot of water to drink with it, which was nice. I would say I could probably drink more water as I'm eating, so indigestion doesn't happen and I'm burping all the time. But if I ever sense, okay, I'm burping way too much, then my piece of advice, or what's worked today at least it seems, is to stop drinking water for a short while and then just let it sit. The reason being, doing this means that I eventually stop attempting to not burp, which is exactly what would be the reason as to why I am in the first place. So if I don't drink water and I just focus on what I've set myself throughout the day, then yeah, solid. That's gonna work, because it seems like it's worked today. I'm no longer burping intensely. And even me saying that and believing it, because it hasn't happened like once every it's not happening once every 5 minutes anymore. Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that I'm not doing that. But again, with the eggs, I had 3 eggs and I aimed to have 10 milliliters of some rapeseed oil that either my mum and or dad bought, but I thought, you know what, no, that rapeseed oil is way too big. It's way too big. I'm not carrying that massive thing to put in the pan and then overdo it. No, I'll use a smaller one that I've got. I don't have a rapeseed oil, but I do have some vegetable oil and some sunflower oil, I think, from a shop a while ago that cost like £50 or so, because I bought baskets as well, which is still there and more than solid. Yeah. So I used that instead, and then I planned to get 10 milliliters, but I got 12. It didn't make much of a difference, even though oil is extremely calorific, and it's 100% fat. It's 100% fat. For those that don't know, that's probably guessable even for those that aren't tracking right now, who are watching, maybe even in the present at the time of the recording, but after it's uploaded, of course. But even in the future, if you're someone that's looking to improve your life and you're not scaling your meals, yeah, oil is 100% fat. I can confirm that. According to MyFitnessPal, it's 100% fat. Yeah. If there's any piece of advice I'll probably give myself, it'd be to eat slower and drink a lot more water as I'm eating, because I experienced quite a bit burping and indigestion after this one. Even though I drank a lot of water after the meal, I was burping a lot. So I'd say eat slower and drink a lot of water as I go along. But now, meal 2. This is 8:53 from my memory. Let me just check. Yep, that's right. 8:53. Chicken wrap, a whole load of chicken chunks, 1 massive peri-peri fillet on the top of them. Add some hummus in the wrap, which you can't see, and then put some ketchup on top of it. And then got some broccoli here with some ketchup on top of that as well on the left. I was thinking I wouldn't need much ketchup on the wrap because I already had hummus, so I only put 15 out of the 40 milliliters of ketchup on the wrap, and then the 25 out of the 40 milliliters on the broccoli as planned. I knew I wouldn't need much ketchup on the wrap because, again, had hummus. So yeah, I had for the yogurt, I had like, it was a papaya yogurt from Skyer, a high protein papaya yogurt, and a strawberry flavor as well. It was like a 140 milliliters papaya mix, and then around about 95 milliliters strawberry, just because I was getting rid of I was just trying to empty out both containers of the yogurt, because I bought quite a bit of yogurt today when shopping, because I thought I had none left, but I did. Yeah, this was. Oh yeah, you got the protein shakers there as well, but in the photo you can't see that there's any water, but I did drink quite a bit of water as well, which I have with me right now as I lay down on the bed making this video. But yeah, I can feel my throat. It doesn't feel sore, but it just feels like just before how I'd usually want to burp. Just before that point, I'd usually want to burp. That's how my throat is feeling. It could be because I ate too fast maybe, but it's much improved from before when I was just burping every 5 minutes earlier on today, and also for these past few days when I've been eating in a more healthy way. Speaking of, today's been much improved. I've gone shopping today. I spent £27.20, and most of it was meat, to be honest. Chicken, a lot of chicken, fresh chicken, chicken chunks, peri peri fillets, tandoori chicken, chicken slices, frozen chicken breast, 2 1 kilogram bags of them, and that's it really. And then got some hummus and got some cauliflower, but I'm running out on the spinach and the lettuce, so I may have to pop over to the supermarket, get me some spinach and lettuce as well. But yeah, overall, summing everything up now, much improved from yesterday, because I've now gone shopping, and from now on I'm gonna make sure I carry on having all of these protein sources here. I mean, I'm self-employed now. I'm on the way to making big money, so money isn't an issue anymore, because I'm putting myself in a position where, no, I have and still am further putting myself in a position where I'm making a lot of money, even money in amounts I couldn't imagine, and I'll be further loving life. I think the first thing that came to mind was like, girls will notice. Girls will just know that something like that is happening for me. Just as I further get in shape and as I further just improve myself as a person, girls will just know, and girls will want to date me more. That's what came up to mind first. I don't know why that is, but again, it could be the lust thing popping up. But I don't know, because I've been talking to the gym. I talked to the gym doppelganger again. Well, actually, no. In fact, she spoke to me. She saw me, and then she said, "Hey," like how she did yesterday. She wouldn't do that usually, but let's just say she's just being friendly. I mean, as far as I'm aware, she's in a relationship, so I don't think she's wanting to hit on me and put the moves on me. I really don't think so. I think if anything, she's just saying hi, because maybe she's been there for quite a while, and it's like, oh shit, some hope. There's someone's face who I remember, someone's face who I've met. This girl, the gym doppelganger, she is actually, in fact, the first person that I met in the gym. She told me a couple of things about balancing on, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, they're like very, very large spherical platforms which you can balance on and do squats on, but I don't know what they're called. No, I genuinely don't know. But yeah, she is the first person that I met, other than David, who gave me the induction, and I think that was it. I think the very first person I met was David, and then I met the gym doppelganger. Now, I'm not as interested in her due to lusting over the high school girl through her, due to her sounding similar and having that same voice or similar voice. I'm not doing that anymore. So it's like now she's speaking to me more. Yeah, maybe to her it's just like, shit, shit. I'm doing this and that. I'm trying. She said I've forgotten what she said exactly word for word, but I remember at the end she's like, oh, wow, I'm trying. I saw all that Coca-Cola she was holding in her hand, a massive box worth of Coca-Cola. I would have made a comment on that if I had actually thought about it, but I tapped one of the Coca-Cola she was holding back into place because it seemed like it was about to fall out. But yeah, if she actually is sexually interested in me, then she's got to give many more hints than just saying, hey. That's not enough. I really doubt that is sexual attraction. She's just saying hi. I think she's just being friendly. I think. What's wrong with that? Honestly, yeah. Because again, I think I've seen her. It really looks like she's in a relationship with someone else because of what I've seen them do at times. PDA, I'm referring to. So, yeah. I'm not thinking, oh my God, yeah, she wants me. No, not at all. And if she does, like, in order for me to know, she's got to be touching me up. Heavy flirting. Heavy flirting. She's got to be a lot of heavy flirting. Heavy, obvious flirting. And again, a lot of touching. She's got to be touching me up a lot. Maybe even, quote unquote, brushing past me. Where she's brushing her ass against my pelvis while she's going from place to place at times, sometimes. Like, she's got to be showing me major signs other than just, hey. That's not enough. And I think that's just her being friendly, not that, not because she's sexually attracted to me. Even though I really do believe I am becoming sexually attractive as a person, a lot more sexually attractive, because because I'm getting in shape now. But anyway, there isn't much else to say with the eating stuff. I'd like to up the calories, have maybe 3 meals a day, further set structure as to when I eat, rather than just eating at any time. That will help. And eating 3 meals a day, so I'm closer to maintenance rather than going extreme like a 1,700 grind. Although I know what it takes to do this because I've done it today, I don't want that for myself. So I'm not going to do that for myself. I'm not going to feed myself that little. I'd much rather the calorie deficit be less, meaning I eat more calories, and then the weight loss is much longer term and sustainable, rather than 1,700 and then afterwards I'm thinking, shit, how am I going to maintain this? Or 2 weeks later I'm eating like crap because I've been basically starving myself for so long. Nah, I won't do that. I'll make it much more sustainable than that. So up the calories and set structures in place of when I'm going to eat throughout the day. That would help. Even though I'd also like to say, reduce the carbs to about 25% and increase the fats to about 35% overall during the day, because the second meal was very high in carbs, 39% overall. So that certainly could improve. I'll show the stats for a while so that you can see. But when I click save meal, that's when you're seeing all the macronutrient ratios for the meals separately. That's what that is, and that's why I do that. When I click on save meal, I click on the 3 buttons on each meal. When it goes to add food, to the right of the add food, there's 3 dots for each meal. I click on that and then I press save meal, and then you can see once I've done that, you can see the macros of the meal separately, which is nice. And then yeah, I've showed the rest of the stats as well, but there isn't much else to say than that. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Do what you need to do to transform your life, lads and lasses. Do it every single day, even if it's half a minute, motherfucker. You've got half a minute to spare. But on that note, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.